I want to talk about you people's hero, many hip hop Americans' hero. You see the title. When was the last hot album Jay Z made? Hove. Hova. What was the last album was hot? AG, American Gangster. I don't know. Kingdom Come. I thought that was mid. Um, AG was pretty good. American Gangster was pretty good. Does anyone talk about 444? 444? No one talks about that album. It's an afterthought. No one hails that album as being anything special. Not even the Grammys. They shunned it. And Jay owns the Grammys. I mean, but they didn't even recognize it. I mean, he got nominated, but he didn't get it. They felt it wasn't worthy of it. You know what I mean? I thought the album was trash. I'll be honest with you. I called it trash when it came out, and I'm going to still continue to say it's trash. I did like Marcy Me, but that's not enough to say that album. We got to be honest with our icons or our people that we really hold in high regard musically. And be honest, take an honest assessment. No one wants to do it when it comes to Hove. It's like he's just, had this Midas touch, or the people seem to think he has this Midas touch when it comes to his microphone presence. 444 lyrically, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was anything that blew me away. Nothing mind blowing. Nothing that I didn't really particularly hear any quotables in that I would be quoting anybody. To say, hey, this, you heard this. This is why. This is that. Wasn't nothing in there. Empty calories. The music was average. I thought the production was, outside of Marcy Me, I thought it was pretty average. The Damian Marley song, I thought it felt forced. Didn't feel natural. But it was good. They salvaged it. But I thought it felt forced. To me, I thought the chemistry was off, but it was okay. Other than that, man, Story of OJ, wasn't really feeling that. All the little investment talk and that Jay does. Nobody wants to hear that. No, they want to hear conversation Jay. They want to hear drug talk. They want to hear money talk. That's what they wanted to hear from that album. They didn't want to hear, your version of life and life is good. We didn't want to hear that. We had that from Nas years before, and we appreciated that for what it was worth, but not Jay-Z. We don't need you giving us advice about how to invest our money and what paintings to buy and all that. We don't need that, man. We want drug talk. We want, what you usually do, what you're good at. Money talk, drug talk, braggadocious rap. That's what we wanted. We didn't get it. 50 was right. You overthought that album. Your fans is not in that type of zone. They don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? And the arrogance that you thought you can just slide that album through and just thought that it was gonna, nah. Like I said, I thought the album was trash. To be honest with you, outside of the couple cuts maybe here and there, but other than that, it was nothing to write home about. I put that one of his worst albums he made. And he might have thought it had we had good intentions, but it didn't hit. So you had good intentions, but we didn't land. It didn't. It didn't land at all. So, but people they when it comes to Jay-Z, they're not realistic. I mean, he's had a great career. He's one of the all-time best. You know what I mean? So I just didn't think his audience was mature enough to handle that type of album. I get what he was trying to do, but it just didn't land, like I said. And people get upset because people tell the truth about the album, and his fans are so delusional that everything, like I said, everything he breathes on, they think it's the best of the best when it's marginal at best. You know what I mean? There's other artists out here that's been outperforming Jay-Z the past 10 years. Okay? Now, Jay hasn't been active. He hasn't made any since that 444, and I think he got shook. I think he shook. He doesn't have Kanye no more. I mean, I just think he's not, he can't handle the backlash. He doesn't have the ego that he can just, you know what I mean? If it's not talking about praising him and he's this, he's that, and it was just like a small golf clap type of album, you know what I'm saying? That response. He doesn't have his ego can't stand that, man. He can't digest that. You know what I mean? Because this is what his fans has put him into a level where he's above reproach. You know what I mean? And some of the media, the B-Dots, the Elliots, the old man Ebros, you know what I mean? Peter Rosenbergs, all these people, man, they're they're handpicked people to keep Jay on this holier than holier platform level. You know what I mean? I mean, when fans start breaking down the music, really it's not, it's what, you know, it's okay. It's great. It got great music. But some of it, the latter part of it, you know, towards the end, it just wasn't hitting, man. It just wasn't hitting. Like I said, American Gangster was probably his last great album. Well, I'm not going to say great. Good album. It was a good album. It wasn't great. It was good. And people just have to start taking an honest assessment of Jay-Z's career. It's a great career. Hall of Fame career. He deserves all the accolades he gets, but as far as everything he touches it sticks. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. It doesn't. Like a lot of artists, everything they do, you know. Jay tried to, he tried to get experimental on it, but it just fell short to me. You know what I mean? 444, I would put probably as one of Jay's worst projects that he ever done. Arguably one of his worst projects ever. With good intentions on his part. But it just didn't go over with the masses. I'm sorry. It might have sold or whatever, because Jay-Z's going to sell. We don't never have a problem with that. Jay's going to get his sales. But it was a regrettable album, in my opinion. Peace.